Hello, lovely. It's Yasmin from Tiny Time Big Results. And today, the question that I have for you is, are you joining the dots? Now, when I do sales conversations with potential new clients, and when I'm talking to clients that I'm working with, and when I ask the question in my community, this comes up a lot. And what I hear is people saying, I am not getting enough clients, people don't know about me, they don't know what I do, and I'm trying so many different things. I'm blogging, I'm putting up social media posts, I've tried doing some Facebook Lives, I'm using Twitter and all of this stuff I'm doing, but it's not getting me a result. Now, nod your head if that has been you, is you. I know I certainly have been in that position, and so I know how uncomfortable it can be. And this is, I suppose, the big aha moment that I had, my road to Damascus moment, when I realized that actually I wasn't joining the dots for my potential clients. And what I mean by that is when someone lands on your website, when they come to your beautiful shiny website and they look at what you do they get what it is that you do? First of all, would they be able to say, oh, this person's for me? If not, well, we're going to deal with that in another time. That's just one of the big blocks that I see that really hinder you and prevent you from having a profitable 20-hour week business. But the block that I want to talk to you about today is what happens when your marketing strategy is all just cobbled together, it's disconnected, and there's no flow or proven results. And so when somebody lands on your website, what do? What's their journey? What do you want them to do? Do you want them to check out your blog? Do you want them to check out your podcast? Do you want them to check out your pictures? Do you want them to watch a video? What is it that you want them to do? And then what is it that you want them to do after that? So you have a few seconds to capture their attention on the video, on the website. But what happens next? Do you have a compelling lead magnet, something that they can give you their email address and they think, God, that will be really useful for me? So if you look at my website, then my lead magnet is my cheat sheet, which is top 20 time-saving, money-making tools that I use to run a profitable 20-hour week business. So somebody looks at that and says, oh, God, yeah, because the whole point and the positioning of that lead magnet is how to work smarter, not harder. And tools and technology are amazing, and they can really help you to do that. So that's my compelling lead magnet. And that lead magnet is nearly converting at over nearly 70%, which is phenomenal for a lead magnet. So I know that that's hitting the mark for my audience. So when someone signs up for your, so when they join, when they land on your website, do they have a compelling reason to give you their email address? So that's one part of it. What happens next? Do they then go into a nurture sequence on your, through your autoresponder? Does this make any sense? Some of you might be thinking, I don't know. You may be thinking, actually, I have no idea what an autoresponder is. I have no idea what a nurture sequence is. Some people do and some people don't, and that's okay because we're all at different stages of our business. I know well that if you had said this to me when I started, I'd be looking at you going, huh? So it's fine. You are where you are and I am where I am. So listen, who are you racing? We're not racing anybody. We're just trying to do the very best that we can. So let me just put that out there, because I'm always the one that kind of not competes, but compares myself to other people. And obviously they're always much better than I am. So I get that. So anyway, back to the main story. Okay, so they potentially sign up for your lead magnet. Do you now have a way to help nurture that relationship so they can get to know you, like you, and trust you? And it's only when there's trust that there is an exchange of normally money. So when you say, okay, well, here's my product or my program or my service, and somebody says, yeah, do you know what? I've gotten to know you, I've gotten to like you, and I can trust you now. And that can take time. For some people, it can take a long time, and other people, it can be a lot quicker. And the whole point of your connected, joined up marketing strategy is to try and make that a lot shorter so that you can benefit in your business. So when you don't have a connected, joined up marketing strategy that takes them to say, okay, so I do A, then I go to B, then I go to C, and you don't have that mapped out, you don't have that journey from free to paid mapped out for yourself, it can be really hard to see results in your business and results that can be replicated, so that you know that you've got people coming into your sales pipeline, that you've got people going down that funnel all the time. It can be a real struggle. So if you don't have enough clients right now, then chances are this isn't in place, or that it's just not clear enough for your potential market. And this is what I mean by joined up thinking. And so you might be thinking, well, where do I start? How do I do this? Okay, so I like to reverse engineer. And so this is my kind of top tip for you. I want you to think about what your core offer is. Like, what is that one thing that you offer that is, central to your business? So for me, it's Tiny Time Business School. That really encapsulates what I do in terms of how I help people to run a profitable 20-hour week business. So, and that's not always been my core offer, but that is my core offer as I've done this work of evolution and, kind of tweaking and learning from my audience and, really kind of getting that feedback and validating the idea. So Tiny Time Business School is my core offer. So what I do then is, or what I did was I worked backwards, because your lead magnet needs to be connected to that core offer. It can't just be some random thing that you just decided that you're going to stick up and go, oh, that sounds like a really good idea. Because how do you take them from free to paid if there's no linkage there? Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with the whole joined up thinking. So when somebody signs up for your lead magnet and then they get those emails spaced out of like your little nurture sequence, what you're doing is you're seeding and you're planting the idea of your core offer. Now you might have a small a little medium tiny baby offer that you make to them to invite them to become a paying client. You always want a list of buyers. You don't want a list of just freebie hunters. So you want to potentially put something out there that invites them to become a paying client, but it's low risk for them. And so you get free, then they think, oh, this sounds really interesting. All of these steps need to link into your core offer so that it becomes a natural progression. Honestly, it took me so long to get this. So, this for me, it just makes life so much easier. And that's what I want you to think about. And, when you're finished listening to this, take out a blank sheet of A4 paper and just map out what is that journey that people are currently taking when they land on your website or when they see a post of yours. Because here's the thing, here's what I see a lot of business owners hesitant to do is putting calls to action. You have to be proactive, and you have to tell people what you want them to do next. So you need to tell them, excuse me, you need to tell them that get my lead magnet. You wouldn't call it a lead magnet, but you say get my free guide, free ebook, whatever it might be. And then in that ebook, you might want them to book a call with you. So book your discovery session, book your consultation, or book your initial appointment. You need to tell people what to do next. Really, we can't leave it to just hoping and praying that they'll know what to do next. You have to really be obvious and tell them, and do it in a way that feels good to you, that doesn't make you feel like you're being pushy, but a little bit of push is good because you want them to take that step. Sometimes we just need a little bit of a gentle shove, a gentle push. And doing all of this in a way that feels good to you is essential. It's got to come from your heart. It's got to come from, a place of service and a place of, I want to be useful. And so think about your free to paid journey. Is it clear? Does it link into the core offer? Does it make the core offer a natural conclusion for this part of it? Do they think, oh yeah, that's exactly what I need? Yeah, and then buy your program. And then, after that, you'll have something else for them. But again, that's a topic for another day. But can you see that when you have someone opt in for your free gift, You need to take them on a journey, and you need to make that as connected and joined up as possible. But if it's not joined up and connected in your head, then it's not going to be for them either. And if you'd like my help with this, because this is something that I see all the time, and this is something that I'm really passionate about helping business owners do, then definitely book in for your Tiny Time triage call. I'll pop a link below. I also have a, excuse me, if you haven't signed up for my free gift, the top 20 tools, then be sure to grab that as well, because the link will be below as well. So in the meantime, ask yourself this question: is my marketing strategy joined up? Is it connected? And get that blank sheet of A4 paper and just map it out and look at what it is currently. And then you might want to do a little exercise and see, what would I like it to look like? And if there's a big gap there, then definitely book your Tiny Time triage call with me. And that's it for today. Hope that's been useful. I'll talk to you the next time.